for the biggest game we've ever built. So sit tight and enjoy Starfield Direct.
C'est maintenant? Ça a l'air d'être maintenant. C'est maintenant, mon cher Deathklaw, 20h06. S'ils nous sortent vraiment 1 heure de Starfield Direct, je suis choqué.
Je prendrai ton record. Et c'est parti. Mon cher Luan.
C'est parti.
Prépare-toi. All of this. Just.
Je me rapproche. Désolé, je m'éloigne petit à petit de la caméra, mais...
Moi, je monte le son.
Deathklaw, des points blancs, c'est bon, première action.
Mon Dieu, un point blanc.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today and welcome to Bethesda Game Studios.
Bonjour Todd.
Il va emménager avec Todd, il vous l'a pas dit.
Oh, si seulement.
Il dormira avec les mensonges de Todd Howard tous les soirs.
All of this just works.
All that time, we'd often talk about and dream up the space game. What if we could take that feeling of being who you want to be and exploring a new world, but set it in space, where you weren't really limited in where you could go or what you could do? And that is Starfield. Obviously, we've come a long way since then with the games we've built, our technology, and all of us.
Bingo, ils ont mentionné Skyrim.
But well, we've never tried to make a game like this. Today, you'll get to hear from many on the team and see so much of what we think makes our game special. So let's jump in and take a look.
Dis-moi tout, Todd.
Starfield is our first new universe in over 25 years, but it's still a Bethesda RPG through and through, where you step into a new world and you get that feeling of unlimited possibilities. But this time, it's not just one world. It's over 1,000 worlds. Because the choice of where to go, it's not ours, it's yours. And it wasn't until now that we had the technology to create it. From the rocks at your feet, to the mountains in the distance, to the people and creatures that live in these worlds.
Wow.
That isn't just a backdrop. That moon is actually there orbiting the planet. Yes, you can visit it too. We realistically simulate the galaxy around you. Our next-generation lighting model uses real-time global illumination to light the world based on the type of star and the makeup of the planet's atmosphere. We also have an all-new animation system. And of course, you can play it in third person,
dans le Creation Engine 2.
and you can play it in first person.
C'est pas nouveau, mais oui, c'est toujours bon à savoir.
We love exploration and rewarding it, but you do explore
Je suis désolé, je vais
differently
être
in
en
this game
720p.
given its scale.
Je vais pas forcer, sinon
That
ça va
usually
bugger.
involves exploring an area
Putain,
you've
Nomad
landed in.
Skyrim.
You can collect resources, do a mission, and maybe even stumble upon something
Yes.
unexpected.
C'est tellement beau que le seul défaut est le fait que mon écran soit sale. Je l'ai jamais remarqué pourtant.
Des bugs de l'espace. Wow. Wow. Ça tire tout seul vers la cible. Pas besoin de viser. Ok, il y a des sortes de défis à gauche. J'aime bien, j'aime bien.
We do love stuff and all of the items allowing you to pick everything up, and you can view all that in your data menu. This is the hub for everything you're doing, from your skills to your ship, your missions, and your inventory. We love to pack a ton of detail in every object, from all of your weapons, to spacesuits, to food. We just obsess over the details, and food. We obsess over food. When you're done exploring, you can walk back or fast travel
Vous avez vu ma
to your
nourriture?
ship. We have companions and crew you can take with you. I left Vasco here back at my ship,
Welcome back, Captain Howard.
and he can even say your name. Let's head out.
Il peut dire ton nom.
Welcome back, Deathklaw.
Our mission was to convey the
Dans ce
wonder
comme Fallout
and
4, en fait, il y a
majesty
plusieurs noms
of
qui
space
sont,
exploration, to evoke the romance of the golden age of
Ils ont
early
été
spaceflight.
enregistrés.
And we've been referring to this approach as NASA Punk. This means a design language where the tech is advanced, yet still looks grounded and relatable.
For us, it's that contrast. That's where the visual interest is. Obviously, the NASA, which is the rigid, hard function over style.
I am English,
and
you
then
know.
Punk, which is all about style.
You can see that visual style coming through in your ship. Your ship is your home for you and your crew. And like many of the spaces in our game, it has a slightly retro and analog touch. A bit of lo-fi rather than sci-fi, where everything is well used, worn, and lived in.
Alrighty. What's the plan?
Il est où le
Captain?
sandwich?
Mhm.
Le sandwich du trailer de
This is your star
2021.
map. It starts with the planet you're currently on. You can see all of its info and resources. You can choose a landing spot or fast travel to known locations. Backing out further, you can view all the planets in the system. Obviously, the game
J'aime bien le
is
d'un
big,
cran.
and
Et
it's
de
here
3
you can
milliards de
see
crans.
planets that have key locations, missions, or life on them, versus the many planets that are barren but resource heavy. Zoom out even further to see all the systems in this part of the galaxy. Here, you can plot a course to ones that are light years away. This uses your ship's grav drive to fold space and jump to these systems. And you will need to upgrade your ship and skills if you want to jump to the most distant ones. But for now, we'll plot a course to the Alpha Centauri system, where we can find the city of New Atlantis.
La ville de Nouvelle-Atlantis, qui se situe dans Alpha Centauri. C'est la première fois que je vois Bethesda prendre autant de risques sur un jeu. Vraiment.
Pourquoi?
C'est leur plus gros jeu. Ça se voit.
Scan complete. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Est-ce que la,
Soon
est-ce
as
que
you
la
land
capitale va
in a city
faire
like
plus
New
de 3 maisons?
Atlantis,
C'est
your
ça que je me demande.
eyes are guided upwards to just these boundless,
Sur Star,
vast buildings.
sur Star Citizen, t'aurais eu 20 FPS à cet endroit-là.
C'est
Et
ça.
encore c'est gentil.
But also an amount of custom
On est
art,
plus sur du
Ah,
7-8
ce sera
pour ma config.
requests.
Ah, là, je pense que
So
ouais,
the
20
focus
FPS, c'est
when
ce que
we're
je risque
designing
d'avoir
cities
sur
is
Xbox
obviously
Series
what
S.
supports the story. We try and tell as many small stories as possible.
This is a Colony War memorial.
It's a few moments of gameplay that make the space feel like it's full of real characters that are going about their day-to-day lives.
It's paralyzing if you really stop and think.
Oh là 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 là.
Buddy, it's coffee.
It's
Pardon, je suis en
also
train de
where your
fanboyiser, mais là,
adventure
c'est...
with Constellation begins.
Conf de l'année. Je vais rien savoir.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about.
By the time you meet them,
Ils ont amélioré. Ils ont tout amélioré, ça se voit. Le report, il a fait tellement bien.
They're the last true explorers in the galaxy, and they're trying to find the answers to some of humanity's biggest questions.
The artifacts are so different.
Journey, the game.
And I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you.
Tu sais, je suis sûr en modant un peu Starfield, c'est bon, tu fais ton journey là.
The artifact.
C'est ça.
If you could place it on the table here.
Oh my god. Look at how it's coming together.
That means there's a set built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
It's definitely an eclectic cast of characters. You've got Sarah Morgan, the ex-soldier and adventurer, now Constellation's leader.
Sarah Morgan,
Mateo,
fille de Clara.
a theologian who believes that there's definitely something else out there. Noel, the gifted scientist and Sarah Morgan's protege. And Walter, a very successful businessman in the settled systems and Constellation's financier.
Anything goes as long as you have the money.
There's also Vlad, the ex-pirate, Sam Coe, the former space cowboy, and Barrett.
You know what I hate about these pirates? Completely resistant to my otherwise
Moi, je suis
irresistible
dans
drive.
FF7 de base.
The journey you take with Constellation is just the first of many you'll embark on. The settled systems is home to all kinds of different stories, people, and adventures for you to uncover.
The United Colonies is where you'll find New Atlantis, the first major human settlement in space.
N'hésite pas à parler évidemment, Liane, si t'as des trucs à dire.
Non, absolument rien.
Discipline and the legacy of humanity.
Je déguste.
They consider themselves the true children of Earth.
You ever think of joining up with the Vanguard? Help the United Colonies, even get your UC citizenship?
New Atlantis isn't the only city within the United Colonies. The city of Sidonia on Mars to this day serves as the largest mining facility for the United Colonies.
Sur Mars?
Beyond
Donc
the
on peut aller
United
dans le système
Colonies
solaire.
reach, you might find
11 heures
yourself
sans
in a much more wild and independent coalition of star systems. This is Freestar Collective Space. The capital of the Freestar Collective is Aquila City.
The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture.
A ranger relies on judgment and intuition to do what's best for the people.
Neon started
Rangers
out
de
as
la
a fishing
Freestar
capital,
Collective.
but is now known throughout the settled systems as a pleasure city.
Ah, on est repassé sur Cyberpunk. Ah non, on est repassé sur Starfield.
Ah non, c'est Cyberpunk. Ah merde, non, c'est Starfield.
Ah.
Je pensais pas que ça allait être aussi grand. Mais pourquoi j'ai douté d'un jeu Bethesda concernant l'open world?
Outside the bounds of civilized space, there are still plenty of unclaimed systems to explore.
Ça se voit
These
que là, il
areas
donne
are
tout,
also
là.
home to the most hostile factions in the galaxy.
The great serpent hungers. All heathens shall be made dust in time.
A new face? Is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile?
They think the galaxy is theirs. They are wrong. It belongs to the Crimson Fleet. It always has.
In Starfield, we're pushing our cities and settlements further than we ever have before. It's all there, waiting for you. A slice of humanity's future.
So, ready to get out there?
Throughout the galaxy, there are so many things to see and stories to experience. But the most important story is the one that you tell. I'm the type of person who spends hours in character creation, and I think people are going to be really excited when they see all of the improvements we've made.
One of the biggest overhauls was done through our character generation system. We scanned a wide range of faces from different age groups and ethnicities, and by mixing and matching all that data, we were able to create highly detailed and diverse characters.
We use that exact system to create all of the characters and NPCs you're going to see in the game.
On a bien galéré avec le création
almost always is a character you could make yourself.
Hey, come on, come on. Okay, take it easy.
Hey, you're finally awake.
No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are?
That's emotional.
New recruit for Argos Extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
You start your character creation journey as though you're cycling through employee records. You'll pick from a lineup of 40 presets, and that'll be your starting point. Your journey from there can be as detailed or as quick as you want it to be. This new system has more to offer than ever before.
It's also the simplest character generation system we ever had. We let the player get as close as possible to make whatever they want. With the various facial marks you can blend together, the dermesthetic and makeup, blemishes, scars, piercings, teeth settings. It's a lot, but I think it's the most fun to use.
Character creation is more than just how you look. This is also where you start to decide who you want to be. That's where backgrounds come in. Backgrounds give you a bit of backstory and start you out with 3 basic skills.
From chef to Dusty, You know, the crew still has a betting pool about which restaurant critic you must have crossed to wind up here.
What's great about backgrounds is you never know when yours is gonna come in handy. You could be in the middle of a fancy restaurant, talking to some guy, and suddenly you learn he needs a beast hunter to help track down a monster.
Fine. I probably should stick to professionals anyway, given what happened the last time.
We're also giving you the option to customize your build even further by letting you pick up to 3 traits. Traits are completely optional, and they come with their own advantages and disadvantages. You could choose to meet your biggest fan.
Is it really, really?
Hilarant.
He'll join your crew and he'll give you gifts if you're willing to put up with his constant commentary.
En mission infiltration, t'as le gosse.
Attends, mais c'est pas un hommage à quelque chose?
My favorite trait is kid stuff. You have to pay some credits to support your parents, but they're very sweet and it's really fun to go visit them.
Honey, we got ourselves a visitor.
C'est quelqu'un de leur ancien jeu ou
I
quelque
came
chose dans le
across
genre?
some hostile zealots in space, but because I had chosen a trait that made me the same religion as them, I was able to get by without any issues.
There's another great one that gives you a damage buff when your health is low, but mercenaries will randomly show up and try to kill you. No matter what you choose, there will be plenty of ways for you to tell your story. And if you want to remove a trait, there are ways to do that too.
What a view! It's a feast for the eyes. Off we go to another adventure.
We'll let you discover that
Oui.
on your own.
Once you've built the perfect character,
Je viens de
that's when the
perdre.
journey can really begin.
Pourquoi le report? Eh ben...
What we loved about skills and perks from our previous
Bah, il m'a
games.
fallu un an pour,
Put them
pour
together
dessiner
to
sur ce
create
putain de
all new
tableau,
skill
les gars.
Each time
J'ai
you
enfin trouvé le problème.
you get a skill point, which can be used to unlock or rank
De
up
quoi?
skills.
Pourquoi le report?
Pourquoi le report? Bah oui, c'est à cause du tableau, mais pourquoi il a dessiné sur le tableau?
J'en sais rien.
S'amuser.
Challenges
Non
become
mais en vrai ça
increasingly
se voit
difficult
pourquoi il
as
y a
you work your way to higher ranks. With our 5 different skill trees and 4 ranks per skill, there's a lot to choose from.
Et honnêtement je suis content
I
qu'il y ait
like
eu un
the
report.
xenosociology skill because it lets you mind control aliens.
Boost pack out of the gate. I'm boost packing everywhere.
On peut contrôler. On pouvait faire un peu ça dans Fallout
I
4.
like maxing out my physical tree so I can
Pas
get those
volontairement.
strikes and just punch my way through combat.
Nice. Nice. Ça me parle.
That one's a lot of fun.
Type. Oh, joli.
Invest in the skills that suit your playstyle.
I'm very much a stealth player. So, I'm out there pickpocketing everyone. My favorite part about being stealthy is slowly creeping through vents like you're in a movie, and then jumping out and springing on people.
Among Us.
Whenever possible, I like to talk my way through situations.
This area's off limits.
Dans le chat, ça va spammer Among Us.
Fine, I'll issue you an access card.
I'm more of a running
Ça va
gun
spammer
player.
Among Us.
I like doing the death from above thing where I boost pack over guys and I throw landmines at them.
Ça c'est moi, tu vois. J'arrive, boum boum boum.
Je te rassure, je suis pareil.
I like blowing stuff up.
Je viens de te faire sauter.
Allez Todd, parle-nous.
Exploration
Parle-nous de la collector,
is a
Todd.
key aspect of all our games. In Starfield, there are full star systems with new life, resources, and adventures. Our team worked hard to strike a balance between fun and realism. We studied data from NASA and a multitude of other sources to help us make the world feel believable.
Ils ont travaillé avec la NASA et tout plein d'autres organismes pour avoir la meilleure approche, la plus réaliste.
Once we had created a grounded
Oh,
world,
ça a l'air
we could
magnifique.
start looking at all the things that
Je
make
veux y
that
jouer.
world fun. When
Guerre
you
à la
go
morte.
head into space, you'll be navigating asteroid fields, having chance meetings with interesting strangers, dogfighting in space, and exploring derelict ships.
J'espère que des astéroïdes, on les trouvera pas tout le temps comme ça, comme dans No Man's Sky.
It's about rewarding your curiosity, because whether it's on the surface of a planet, the alleys of a city, or the vastness of space, you never know what you'll find.
Oui, évidemment, on peut customiser les vaisseaux.
Space exploration is possible thanks to your ship. Your ship is almost like having another character or home you can make all your own. I think you'll be blown away by the amount of stuff you can do.
S'ils allaient justement parler.
You can buy a ship.
I'm sure you can find something you like.
Customize and upgrade that ship. And hire a crew to keep it up and running.
Ça, je vais m'amuser à faire ça.
And it all starts in spaceports. Every spaceport has a ship technician where you can purchase, sell, and modify ships.
Anything I can help you with?
Maybe you start off with a speedy fighter that's perfect for bounty hunting. Then you might round out your ship roster with a hulking space freighter to run cargo missions, or even do a little smuggling. For now, though, we're going to take our starting ship, the Frontier, and make some changes. You can customize and upgrade everything you see here. And you have two ways to do that. You can quickly upgrade individual systems like your weapons or shields, or you can deep dive and enter the shipbuilder mode. Here you can change anything, from the systems to the look and layout. Adding a new habitat module can give you more room for crew. Adding cowling can change your ship's overall silhouette.
J'ai très peur de ce que Deathklaw peut nous faire avec ça. C'est comme donner des Lego à Deathklaw. Non, bah non, il va créer un truc, on n'est pas prêt.
The parts you choose to build with don't just affect your ship's stats. They'll also affect what you can do inside your ship. You can have modules for crafting.
Ça affecte aussi ce qu'on peut faire à l'intérieur, parce que oui, on peut se balader dans d'autres vaisseaux.
Starfield's in-game ship manufacturers
Star City. T'as Todd Howard qui vient de dire à Star Citizen, sus.
Non, voilà.
To cargo holds, mess halls, and control rooms.
Bethesda, ils étaient trop impatients de jouer à Star Citizen, ils ont fait bon, on le fait nous-mêmes.
Our modified Frontier is a practical ship, but with a little creativity, your ship can look like almost anything you want.
It's a bit odd, but one of my favorite ways of customizing ships is I make them look like animals. The HMS Platypus, as I called it, where it had like a giant tail to it.
Perry the Platypus!
And we've done spiders, we've done mechs. So it's really whatever your imagination is.
Wow! Optimus Prime! Ok, ok. Meilleur jeu de tous les temps. On peut faire un putain d'Optimus Prime dans ce jeu.
Engines ready.
The Frontier is fueled and ready, Captain.
Some of the members of Constellation can join you on your journey. These companions can serve on your crew, and they'll always be there when you travel.
Oui, il a l'air heureux.
Traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry.
Putain, par contre,
Each companion
j'aime
comes
bien
with
ton
their own
visage.
valuable skills for your ships and outposts, as well as unique quest lines. Eventually, some friendships might blossom into romance.
I don't know that I've ever really loved
Comment elle fait pour respirer?
anyone except you.
And if you're looking for a little extra help on your ship, you can always hire additional crew at spaceports.
Got any room on your ship for someone like me?
You'll also meet potential crew members out in the world.
Still think there might be a
spot
for me on your ship? I gotta get off this rock.
Assign crew to your ship or outposts, and their unique skills will affect how they run. And just like companions, most crew members can lend a hand in the field. Take Bosco, for instance.
He's designed
Bosco,
around
le
the core
meilleur.
basics of a NASA machine.
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
I still wanted to give it almost a humanoid personality, so I elongated the limbs. This tends to make him feel more human-like and give him a little personality.
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Using the shipbuilding tools and crew selection features in Starfield, you'll be able to build and captain the ship of your dreams.
Il y en a un qui vient de dire dans le chat, ok, mais est-ce qu'on peut faire une romance avec le robot?
And now, let's take to the sky.
La meilleure question.
Mais oui.
We're putting you in the cockpit of your very own spaceship and telling you that you can do pretty much anything. And that is really cool for us as developers.
Genre, si on veut traverser des milliers d'années-lumière, on peut le faire.
You should feel like you're in complete control every step of the way.
Tu sais, t'imagines, tu laisses tourner. Bon, bah, j'attends Starfield 2 dans 40 ans, peut-être. Il sera toujours pas arrivé.
Bon, alors là, t'ira pas bien loin.
It's a complex dance between your piloting skills and our power allocation system. Boosting power to your engines will make your ship faster.
Ça c'est FTU, ça je reconnais. Non, FTL, FTL.
Will shorten the amount of time it takes before
FTU,
you can make a
c'est
jump.
une faction dans un jeu.
And moving your power to your weapons and shields means you're ready for a fight. You should always be on your toes because you're not alone out there.
Boum.
Bon, salut dessus.
Unlocking the targeting control system skill will allow you to zero in on specific subsystems of the ship you target. After destroying an enemy ship, you can loot the remains from your cockpit. You can always turn any ship that engages you into scrap. But you can also take a more personal approach by docking with the enemy vessel and boarding their ship.
Aborder les vaisseaux.
C'est mon vaisseau.
Once you've taken control of an enemy ship, it's yours. Add it to your fleet and
mais oui.
Mais c'est du génie. Je vais être voleur de l'espace. Et après je les revendrai par milliers. Oh, this is genius.
On the way to your next adventure. Like these massive star yards.
La terreur des pirates.
Walk the halls, talk to the crew, maybe get talked into buying a whole new ship.
A civilian in my star yard. Let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Maybe you'll dock
le
with a
tatoueur
gigantic battleship like the UC Vigilance.
Oui. Si, mais j'ai pas fini.
Or
On
rub
adore.
elbows with the galaxy's wealthy elite on a cruise ship fit for the stars. There are plenty of personal encounters to be had as well. You can hail any ship you come across to trade, swap info.
Et les gens pensent toujours que Spider-Man va être le Gauthier.
Putain, la guerre de l'année, ça serait vraiment Zelda face à Starfield.
Ah oui, non mais...
Et encore, moi j'aime bien Nintendo, mais... Ah, après je peux jouer à Zelda,
moi,
ouais.
Honnêtement, je me disais, Starfield... Oh, oh oui. Moi je me disais, mais Starfield n'a jamais de chance. C'est vraiment notre perdre. Mais là... là je me dis... Starfield peut gagner. Mamie qui fait la Tavesta.
The thing I love most about Starfield is that it is a Bethesda game through and through. It's really about going to strange new places, meeting interesting people, and getting sidetracked on zany adventures.
Then, realizing 2 hours later that you're involved in a completely new story.
You're human. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
That DNA is so present here. It's in our random
Attendez,
encounters,
une
it's in
heure
our
de
handcrafted
Starfield
quests. And it feels so cool to play it and just make your own path in this universe. There are over 1,000 planets out there, just waiting for you to visit. We want you to feel like explorers. Breaking ground on new planets.
Il y en a un qui vient de dire dans le chat. Et est-ce que votre jeu peut se finir au moins?
We want you to feel hopeful. We want you to feel
Il y a combien d'heures de jeu
and sometimes
Oula, oula, oula.
we're giving you a massive playground.
Deathklaw s'est fait quelques ennemis, attention.
And just setting you free.
La collector.
Shown you so much stuff, but we thought we'd just take a little break and show you something a little bit different. You know, we put so much detail into our game worlds, and we love the opportunity to bring that into the real world with our collector's editions. And for this
all
game,
of this just works.
we've done a watch. It is the Constellation Explorer's Watch. This is the
Pour
watch
uniquement
that you actually
250
get
€.
in the game that acts as part of your HUD, where it's the
300.
compass and then
L'édition collector, c'est
environmental
300
information. It connects to your phone to give you notifications and other information.
Attends, c'est...
We've also designed this really
Ça,
cool
avec le jeu là, ils sont en train de parler du jeu. Attends, la montre est connectée au jeu?
Bonne question, je sais pas.
T'imagines, t'es en train de bosser vraiment, il y a et tout. Et d'un coup, tu vois une notif. Oh, un ennemi vient de voler mon vaisseau. Trop bien.
Est-ce qu'il y a le jeu dans votre édition collector?
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there, and it even tells the time.
We actually have something else. Now that we're part of Xbox, we get to work with the amazing people on the Xbox hardware team.
La manette, c'est donc une manette officielle, ça.
Limited edition Starfield controller. It's awesome.
C'est
It is
joli.
now, you know, our favorite controller.
We love this because it's inspired by the actual controls of your spaceship.
Il y a aussi le
Not only
casque.
that, we've created the first ever custom headset with Xbox, and this is a perfect pairing with that controller.
And all of this just works. 16 times the detail. Et la console. La console. Et la console.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool
Jean-François Lévesque.
that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted
I
content
think
itself
he's French.
comes as the
Or
player
he speaks French.
explore. Our system builds the planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
Aggressive creatures have been disrupting our experiments. Their habitat isn't far from here. If you could take care of them for us, we would be in your debt.
So even if your friends were to visit the same planet that you had, you would have a different story to tell.
Pirate qui explose. Ça fait bizarre de voir qu'ils prennent quelqu'un qui sait jouer au jeu pour les démos.
It's completely up to you how you want to interact with each planet. Whether you want to explore and see what you can find, harvest resources and be on your way, or simply take in the views. With the help of your scanner, you'll chart the uncharted and discover exotic wildlife.
No Man's Sky 2 a l'air vraiment
have
cool.
the skills, you can even figure out that certain creatures and plants, you can build an outpost and produce resources from those plants and animals. You can get experience and rewards for fully surveying planets and fully surveying a whole system.
Sur le live, mon cher Luan, il y a plus de 200 000 personnes qui regardent.
These creatures, we really wanted to think of them as natural to the environment. We didn't want alien monsters, we wanted native wildlife. Something you've never seen before.
Franchement, le direct il est concentré sur un seul jeu et je m'ennuie pas.
All that light is calculated in real time through the atmosphere. Our biggest goal for lighting with Starfield was to make the game feel more filmic, to use lighting and color to really make it feel more cinematic.
Oh là là là. T'as raison, en fait, je vais faire Journey avec ça. J'espère qu'il y aura un mode photo.
Je pense que c'est une obligation. Hein.
Sauf que Bethesda ils savent pas à faire de mode photo. Mais vraiment j'espère qu'il y en aura un.
After some exploring, you can find a spot to set up a base camp.
Magnifique.
Outposts can be built almost anywhere on any planet. And the habitat modules come in all shapes and sizes, filling all different purposes. You can even live in them. Assign crew and companions to work at your outposts for added bonuses and set up extractors to harvest resources while you're away.
Something cool we have this time is we have a new fly cam where you can toggle between on-foot building, or you can now use a top-down isometric camera, which helps plan out larger parts of the outpost and placing those larger halves. So that way you can really plan your structures and what the overall feel of your outpost is. And then when you're on your feet, you can really decorate and fine-tune things much easier.
Wow.
Faut pas me faire ça, moi je vais juste jouer avec une planète. Alors qu'il y en a des milliers.
Comment ça, je vais devoir payer 2 mois de Game Pass en plus.
Add crafting and research stations in your outposts to utilize any resources you find or already have.
Mod your weapons to adapt them to your playstyle. Different weapon sights and scopes, larger magazines, a selection of grips and barrels, different ammunition like explosive rounds. All you stealth players out there will surely need a suppressor. You can also choose to go hands-on with melee weapons.
I think it's always a delicate balance between like what's realistic, what's sim, and what's Hollywood. And I think we sort of err on the side of like what's fun for the player.
With Starfield, we've completely overhauled our combat. It's more dynamic, the animations are more fluid. It just feels great.
We probably have more mods and more weapons in this game than I want to say any other game we've done before. There's a lot of variety.
Upgraded gear is just one of the many factors to pay attention to when engaging in combat. You may need to switch things up based on your environment. Gravity is different for each planet, and boost packs are excellent for getting around. And for
all of
giving you
this
an edge in
just
combat.
work.
Sometimes you'll even feel like you're flying. Zero gravity
J'avoue, la
environments
zéro
pose a
gravité,
different
c'est
challenge.
marrant.
Firing a ballistic weapon in zero G will actually push you backwards. Energy weapons, on the other hand, offer a more stable shooting
Ah ouais, ça se voit.
We also have mag weapons. These are high-powered electromagnetic induction ballistic arrays. Each barrel has its own targeting laser and can dish out some serious damage.
Oh boy.
Whether you want to get up close and personal with your own two fists,
Tabasser des aliens
or you like
et
more
remporter
compact
la
weapons like pistols and
démocratie.
submachine guns, or maybe you prefer something bigger. Starfield's got you covered.
Est-ce qu'il vient de bloquer un dinosaure là avec un... Oui, il y aura des épées. Oh le petit couteau.
Ah, ça doit être flippant ça. Les petits robots là comme ça quand tu t'y attends pas.
Ouais. Oui. What the fuck?
Thanks again for being with us today. We
Ok,
are just so
Gauthier, je
grateful
veux rien savoir.
that you've taken the time and spent it here.
Je veux rien
I know
savoir.
it was probably a lot to take in. There's a lot to the game.
C'est
even
pas
more than we could show
Starfield,
here.
c'est Star
You know,
Wars
as
le
we play
truc.
it, we're always
On a
sharing
des
these
pouvoirs.
unique and special moments that only a game like this can bring. When I think about what makes it special, it really is the people here. This game is a reflection
Game of
of the
the
incredible
year.
and passionate team that made
C'était
it.
Fallout 3 ça.
All of them
Ça
make
date un
something
peu.
special of themselves into it. So let's hear some of their favorite moments.
I love the way that our final combination of all the new tech has come together to create some of the most beautiful sunsets and sunrises we've ever had in any of our games.
I love the creatures, the exploration, every biome is different.
On arrive à la
The
fin.
word that
Qu'est-ce que
comes
tu
to
en as
mind
pensé toi
is
mon cher Léane?
vast.
Je regarde.
Viens,
du coup,
en
c'est la
photo mode.
en mode
to
photo.
rock star.
Il s'affaire. J'ai rien dit. Pardon d'avoir douté. Pardon.
Wow, I can't believe that there's more here.
I'm most excited
Pardon,
about
excuse-moi de
our
t'avoir
outpost
coupé Léane,
building
mais là.
systems.
My favorite part is every time you step out on a
Pardon
planet,
d'avoir
it's a
douté.
unique experience.
You spend all this time
Du
building
coup,
your
tu disais.
ship, and you see it
Ah, rien de
on
spécial,
the
je
landing
vais
pad.
continuer
These
à...
things are
Je dirai mon
gigantic.
avis après.
It's the kind of thing that you just can't get anywhere else.
There's something about seeing a tower over in the distance and going, I know the gravity's low here. I think I can make that jump.
My favorite part is biomes, spaceships,
audio design,
planets.
The day-night cycle,
Those details matter to me.
diplomacy, exploration,
La fin.
freedom.
Il y en a qui viennent dire la fin, littéralement.
Obviously.
I love the robot so much.
The incredible amount of worlds we created.
Sniper rifles, come on.
Lever action, rocket launcher.
Brain sprout.
I love, but some people might find creepy. I don't know. I know it's right, Ben.
The thing that I enjoy most about the game is the freedom to be who you want to be, do what you want to do. It's what you've come to expect from a Bethesda title, but on a much bigger scale.
On behalf of all of us, we can't wait for you to play Starfield and make your own special moments.
Cette image. Oui, renard. Un petit pre-order now. Let's fucking go!
Bon bah, la carte
L'édition
bleue
de-
d'esclave, hein.
Toutes les éditions, le 6 septembre. Let's fucking go! Et ben voilà mon cher Luan.
Eh ben, je vais... Je sais pas, Oh, bah tiens, ça va me laisser voir rapidement.
De récap.
1h56 de record qui fonctionne. Je baisse un peu le son, on peut donner notre avis. J'ai envie de commencer par un truc bête, c'est ma note et ta note. De Xbox après de Starfield.
Ok.
Pour ma part Xbox, est-ce qu'on le dit en même temps ou pas?
Non, tout d'abord. Je veux
Ok.
bien connaître ton avis.
En vrai, j'hésite entre deux notes. Mais je vois pas ce que je voudrais d'autre en fait. Donc j'hésite entre un 9 et un 10 pour être complètement honnête. Mais je cherche pourquoi je peux mettre 9, mais je trouve pas de raison de pourquoi je peux mettre 9. Donc j'ai envie de mettre 10, premier degré. Je suis pas un fan de Xbox. Je connais un peu l'univers, bon, grâce à Deathklaw, mais aussi un peu personnellement. Et bah je me suis beaucoup reconnu dans pas mal d'annonces, même d'autres qui étaient sympathiques. Et là, j'ai pas les mots pour Xbox. Oui, beaucoup de choses intéressantes. Et sincèrement, je pense que ça va partir en abonnement régulier pour le Game Pass. Pour ma part, c'est officiel, je l'avoue, je l'annonce. Voilà. Donc, je pense que je vais finir sur un 10 sur 10 pour Xbox. Là, on a tous les trucs comme ça à l'écran. Et toi, mon cher Deathklaw, pour Xbox?
Alors, pour Xbox, personnellement, eh ben, j'ai été agréablement surpris de voir Pable en premier pour ouvrir le.
J'imagine.
Mais non, franchement, ça a été un sacré roller coaster. C'était incroyable, je trouve. Donc, je mettrais, pour ma part, un 9 aussi. Je mettrais un 9 aussi,
Un
pour ma
9
part.
aussi. Moi, j'ai mis 10 carrément.
Ah, tu as mis 10?
Ouais, au
Moi, je
final,
mettrais
j'ai mis
9.
10.
Parce que
Vas-y.
je m'attendais à peut-être revoir du Perfect Dark ou En fait, il y a beaucoup de trucs qu'on n'a pas vu. On n'a pas eu de nouvelles de la part de Halo. Rien, que dalle.
Ouais.
Gears of War 6, on n'a rien eu. Les jeux de id Software, on n'a rien eu. Machine Game, on n'a rien eu. On n'a pas eu beaucoup de trucs, en vrai, de la part des. Enfin, je vais pas dire qu'on n'a pas eu beaucoup de trucs
Je
de
suis
la
en train
part
de
des
noter
studios
nos
Xbox.
notes.
On en a eu beaucoup, mais honnêtement, c'était incroyable. Je trouve, c'était quand même
Oui.
très très cool. Malgré, je m'attendais à peut-être une ou deux exclus de plus, mais là je radote un peu. Mais en vrai, mec, on a eu du Obsidian, on a eu du Playground, on a eu du Compulsion Game, on a eu du In Exile, on a eu du Forza, on a eu du Starfield. Et surtout, on a eu un nouveau Flight Simulator.
J'avoue que
C'était
celle-là, je m'y
incroyable.
attendais pas. Mais bon, c'est vrai que... Ah là là.
Et surtout, ouais, on a eu Hellblade, je viens de voir là actuellement, mais ouais.
Oui, c'est vrai,
C'était
si tu veux voir, bon, visuellement ce que t'as
Je vais voir
loupé ou pas. Après, tu peux voir un peu
je vais
le
voir
début.
s'il y a une
Euh,
date pour le
je n'ai pas les mots. Le problème, c'est que je vais devoir y aller personnellement. Je parle de Starfield, je vais y aller. Donc, je uploaderai ça quand je peux. Je suis désolé, ça va prendre son temps. Deathklaw, peut-être tu vas l'avoir demain soir, pas plus tôt. Pour la
T'inquiète, prends
réaction.
ton temps. Pas de
Côté
soucis.
Starfield, je vais commencer. J'ai été fortement intrigué par le jeu et cette intrigue s'est transformée par une envie évidente de me dire bon, ouais, c'est le genre de jeu où littéralement tu vois ta vie sociale, ta vie tout court. Tu la mets de côté. En fait, t'as pas besoin d'une vie tout court. Tu as une vie dans Starfield. Tu peux vivre littéralement. Tu fais ta vie. Et j'ai dit
Ah.
pour la blague combien d'heures de jeu, mais je pense très sincèrement que ça se compte pas en heures de jeu, ça dépend des joueurs en fait.
temps de vie.
C'est
En année.
il y a combien d'heures de jeu dans votre jeu? Ça dépend, à quel âge vous allez mourir.
Infini. Avant que tu continues, mon cher Ryan, je tiens à dire que je sais maintenant pourquoi j'ai eu des problèmes techniques.
Pourquoi?
Parce que depuis tout à l'heure, j'étais toujours en partage d'écran.
Ah! C'est vrai que oui, à un moment, tu étais en partage d'écran et forcément, j'ai pas regardé.
J'ai juste envie de me péter le crâne.
Ah là là.
Mais vas-y, ta
note. Ma note, c'est la même chose qu'avant, j'hésitais entre 2 notes. Mais en fait, tout le long, je pense que ça a duré une belle heure, un bon 50 minutes, le Starfield direct. Mais j'étais absorbé. Il n'y a pas une seule seconde où je me suis senti ennuyé, où j'avais envie que ça s'arrête. Pourtant, le thème de l'espace, je l'aime bien, ça va, je l'aime bien, il y a quand même un petit côté mystérieux. Mais là, pendant une heure, je me suis régalé, que ça soit visuellement ou des informations qu'on nous a données. Il y avait un bon rythme, il y avait les infos. J'ai pas les mots en fait. Pourquoi j'enlèverais un point quand je peux donner 10? Je suis un. Bon, voilà. Et bon voilà, pour moi ça serait un 10, mais après bon. Vu que je suis pas non plus un connaisseur, j'attends Starfield depuis des années, peut-être que j'aurais forcément un avis différent par rapport à Deathklaw. Et toi, mon cher Deathklaw, ton avis?
Alors, mon avis. Ta note? Tu as donné la note?
J'ai donné 10,
Ta note
pour être complètement net.
Alors honnêtement, est-ce que pour moi, le Starfield Direct mérite un 10? Je ne vais pas mettre un 10. Je vais mettre un 11. Parce que je suis relou. Je trouve que la conférence était parfaite. Vraiment, je me suis pas ennuyé, j'étais hypé, j'étais à fond dedans. Il y a rien d'autre à dire.
Et ben, premier
J'ai
degré,
qu'une
j'ai
envie.
noté.
Premier degré, pour moi, c'est vraiment 11 sur 10. J'ai pas vu un défaut majeur ou quoi que ce soit. Peut-être qu'il y en avait, et si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à nous le dire dans les commentaires. Mais je n'ai pas vu le moindre défaut apparent, visuel, etc. Du coup, voilà. Moi,
Eh
perso, ce
ben,
serait 11 sur 10.
eh ben, merci à toi, mon cher Deathklaw, pour ton avis. Je pense qu'il est temps de clôturer cette vidéo, ma foi masterclass. Tu vas peut-être trouver ça bizarre, mais j'ai l'impression que la dernière fois que j'ai vu une conf aussi passionnante, aussi sympa, aussi stylée, autant peu ennuyeuse, ben je m'en rappelle pas de cette dernière fois. Je pense que c'était peut-être un Nintendo Direct encore quand j'attendais certains gros jeux. Mais waouh, ça fait longtemps. Je pense que c'est la meilleure conf que j'ai vue de ma vie hors Nintendo. Genre, très sincèrement.
Eh ben, je suis
Pour
content
parler des 2 heures.
d'avoir vécu ça avec toi.
Eh oui, c'est bon. Voilà. Bon, il est l'heure d'arrêter cette jolie vidéo. Merci à vous de m'avoir
Oui.
suivi. Merci à toi, mon cher Deathklaw. J'avais presque oublié, j'étais en cam. C'est vrai.
Merci.
Coucou la cam.
Merci mon cher Duan, d'avoir record pour moi malgré mon erreur. Mon erreur.
Ah là là. Bon. Merci à vous et ciao tout le monde. Bye bye.
Tout le monde.